Hello, my name's Cecilia and welcome to today's Yoga for Digestion. We'll work for a little bit of flow and a few held poses just to help your digestion flow and to work a little bit of warmth into your practice, and then we'll come down for a bit more relaxation. So we'll begin seated. If you just take a comfortable seat, you can be cross-legged, kneeling, maybe prop a cushion up underneath. And when you're ready, we'll just pop both hands, palms, onto our belly. Spread your palms nice and wide, and we'll close down the eyes. I want you today to take deep belly breaths. So we're going to send a deep breath in through the nose, deep into the belly. Really let your belly expand. I'm going to sigh that out. Feel the belly contract. Big breath in. All the way out. One more. And just seal the lips. I want you to stay with that belly breath and just feel your belly expand under your hands as you breathe in. And contract as you breathe out. Allow your shoulders to relax, your face to relax. Just continually breathing deep in and out. And just finding some appreciation here for all the food that you've eaten, everything that your body can do. Really important that we take the time to appreciate the abundance that nourishes us. Breathing in and out. If you can, in these early stages of the practice, just keep your jaw relaxed, the tongue soft on the bottom of your mouth. Good. One final deep round of breath. Exhaling all the breath out. And at the end of your exhale, just keep a tiny little bit of tummy engagement so those muscles stay a little bit contracted. Let's breathe in and sweep the arms nice and wide up to the sky. Inhale. You can blink the eyes open and look up. As you exhale, lean over to your right. I'm doing opposites. Good. So you can maybe lean all the way down, or maybe you stay a little further up. What's important is that you keep your left hip grounded. So take another deep breath in here. Press your left hip down and lift your left elbow, your left ribs up. Nice. As you breathe out, gently drop your eye gaze down to the ground over your right shoulder and maybe lean in a little more. Good. Big belly breaths into that left side, feeling yourself expand. Exhaling, contract. Maybe you can feel your skin, your muscles ease out a little with each breath. Just keeping your attention on the steady breath. Notice the intensity with which you're gazing down. Can you soften your gaze? A lot of the time, indigestion or tummy issues can be caused by resistance or too forceful an approach to whatever it is that you're doing to yourself. One more full breath in. Long breath out. Let your exhale be complete. Good. You can use your right hand and press down to lift up. Inhaling, two hands up, gazing high. Let's take it to the other side. Exhale, leaning to your left this time. So don't worry too much about where your upper hand is. You can just let it relax behind the head. You can let it dangle or reach overhead if you feel a little more active. Again, eye gaze gently cast down. So although we are investing effort in our practice, in our health, we also want to do this in a kind of easeful manner, as easeful as your breath. Breathing life into your right side body. You can lean back a little. Letting that right hip be anchored. Take one more deep cycle of breath here. Good, little tummy tension, core engagement. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, 2 hands gently spread the skies to shoulder height. Inhale, flip the palms, feel your arms rotate, lift your chest. Exhale, right arm under, left arm over. We're going to take eagle arm, so you can bend your elbows and either keep backs of hands together or palms to touch. As you breathe in, we're lifting the elbows up to chin height. As you breathe out, press the thumbs away from your forehead and gently lean the back of your head back. So lots of space for your face, the back of your shoulders. Good. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the chest. Eye gaze follows the thumbs or the wrists. And exhale, we're going to curl. So start from your tailbone and we're doming through the spine, chin in, elbows in. Inhale, open up. Yeah, feel that stretch through the belly, the chest. Exhale, dome in. We're stretching across the hips, the back, the neck. Let's take one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Complete the exhale. Inhale, lift up and feel the arms unravel out. Spread your wings, palms up. Exhale, we'll take the left arm under, right arm over this time. And find your position. It might be different on this side. When you're ready, inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, thumbs away from third eye, your forehead. Good. On the breath in, lift the chest, stretch the belly. And exhale, curl in. Nice and relaxed through the mouth, through the roof of your mouth as well. Inhaling, lift up. And exhale, curl in. And all the time, also just keeping your hips grounded. Good. Let's take one more. Inhaling. And exhaling. I'd feel all those muscles through your core gently helping you with your movements. We'll inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down beside you, grounded. And give your head a little roll. I'm going to come onto all fours. So I'll turn sideways, you turn whichever way is convenient. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips or thereabouts. If it's more comfy at an inch or two forwards or back, you go for it. We're going to come into some thread the needles. So spread your 10 fingers wide, core gently tucked in. On a breath in, press down your left hand, right hand sweeps up the chest. We're opening up, gazing up towards your right thumb if that's comfortable for your neck. Exhale, let your right fingertips thread under your left armpit. We'll curl the right shoulder under. You need to keep your hips as square as possible. Inhale, open up. Again, gentle eyes, gentle movements. Exhale, thread through. And just feeling that energy rinse from your hips to your shoulders. Inhale, open. Of course, keeping it easeful while you're also investing effort. So if you feel like you've gone too far, remember, it's your choice. You have the power to control your movements, to move as forcefully or as gently as you like. And exhale, let's thread through. And inhaling, let's come back to center. Feel the skin of your palms ground, be in your body. And let's take it to the other side. Left hand sweeps up, opening your ribs, your chest. Exhale, thread through. Your eye gaze just following the arch of your thumb. And listening to your breath. One more round. On your inhale, come back to center, to your tabletop. Nice and stable, take a breath out. And this time, inhaling, stretch your right heel back, your toes are on the mat. We're just going to take little rocks back and forth over our hips. Stretching through the sole of your right foot, the back of your right calf. And can you feel that ease out also through the hips, through the back of your shoulders? Come to stillness. So hips are above that back knee, shoulders over wrists. Gently engaging your core. We're going to inhale, kick your right heel up, bending the knee. Exhale, right knee to nose. We're going to curl in. Good. Inhale, kicking the right foot back and up. So building a little more heat. Exhale, curl in. If you've eaten loads and your belly's complaining, really just take gentle movements. You might not get so far as knee to nose, but just get to where you can. One more. Inhale, gently kicking up. Maybe look up. And exhale, curl in. And you're just going to place that right knee beside the left. Take a round of breath here. Exhale. Left heel back, left toes on the ground. Now we're just going to take some gentle rocking motions. And just making sure that you grip those 10 fingers into the mat, just protecting your wrists. We call it Hasta Bandha in Sanskrit, the ancient language of yoga. And you're still breathing. If your shoulders are really feeling this, you're going to press your thumbs and first fingers down and gently lift out of your shoulders a little more. Okay. Pausing, hips above back knee. On an inhale, we kick the left heel up. Exhale, curl in. Just squeezing out a little balloon. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe it's a bit of a hot air balloon as you build heat in your body. You might be tempted to rush the process. Really try and keep your inhales and exhales steady. And then placing the left knee beside the right. Give yourself a little bit of intuitive movement here, some freedom outside of the instructions. And come back to center. Just going to take one little down dog. Let's tuck the toes. Hips up. You don't have to go all the way if you're too full. And exhale, roll the heels back, thighs back. We'll gaze back to the toes. Just one deep breath in. Take your sit bones nice and high. Long breath out. Let's wrap those triceps back. And press gently through the heels. Inhale, lift your hips, your heels. And exhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Just going to take a little meandering walk across the mat, letting our legs cross. Feet are hip width at the top of the mat. Let's take a halfway lift here to a flat back. You can bend the knees as much as you like. Keep the shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees and find a forward fold. Release your head. So straight away, deep bend in the knees, press into your feet. And let's uncurl the body really slowly up to stand. We have to be really aware of all the little processes happening through the body, through the feet, tiny muscles, supporting you as your legs straighten, your core lifts the spine, your shoulders unraveling, palms opening. Lots of space for your ears, crown reaching tall. Good. Let's eye gaze at one point straight ahead, nice and gentle, but focused. We'll take the arms nice and high now. Inhale, big circle. I'm going to hook the thumbs, take your big toes to touch, and as you exhale, take a side bending half moon to your right. So just like at the start of this practice, let your left hip drop, and we're reaching now through the left pinky. Good. Notice if you stuck your ribs out, where you're going to just tuck those ribs in and let the tailbone drop. Good. So we're integrated while we also stretch out. Really enjoy the stretch. If you haven't already, we're starting to contract a little more through our low abdomen, our core, just to support our height. I'm going to take 2 more rounds of breath here. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, look down to the right, bend your knees, and we're going to lean over to the right. On a breath out, we sweep our hands in front of us. On a breath in, open the right ribs, big circle up to sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Samastitihi, let's recenter. Inhale, prayer hands up. Let's swap the thumbs the other way, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Good. Way down right hip, reach out of right pinky. Nice big breaths. Keep the back of your tongue nice and wide, nice and flat. Lots of space to breathe. And notice if there's a lot of strength happening in your thumbs. In Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga, the thumbs signify fire, related to your gut. So we're stimulating all of these transformational burning processes, fiery processes. One more full breath in, reaching nice and long. Keep your right foot grounded. Exhaling, look down to the left. We bend the knees deep and reach to the ground. Sweep across the front. We're opening left ribs as we breathe in and reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach up with the hands, maybe gaze high. We're going to exhale, bow, hinge from the hips to fold. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Take a halfway lift to your Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders back. We'll take an exhale, hands to the mat, bend the knees a lot, and step your left leg back to a low lunge. Take a full breath in here so your right knee is above your right ankle. Look forwards. Good. As you exhale, lower the back knee and reach the arms up. Cool. Core is on. Press through the front heel. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop the tailbone. Now for a little more engagement, you'll feel this in your front left hip. You're going to press that front heel down and gently hug it back. Good. Now inhaling, lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, bend elbows, look forwards to cactus arms. Good. Inhale, press the backs of your hands back and lift the chest. Good. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. We'll round through the spine and bring our forearms together and in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close in. So we're just allowing ourselves to massage energy up and down the spine, through the gut, the chest, throat, the head. Keep breathing. 2 more rounds. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 1 more time. Inhale. Really enjoy this. Lean back. Let your shoulder blades press the heart up. And we exhale, close in. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand beside your front foot on the ground. We're taking a low lunging twist, so an open one. So here we are. You can stay here with one knee down or tuck the back toes and lift the back knee up. I'm going to stay here, pressing down through that left hand, clutching your fingers. Can you wrap your left shoulder in and then lean the right ribs back? Just take it to where you can. Maybe gaze up to the top thumb. Finish your exhale here, your hips gently tugging back. Take another breath in, reach your crown forwards. Exhale, drop the right hand outside of the right foot, lower your back knee. This time, inhale, reach your hips up and back. Your front toes are going to peel back, just finding your half splits. So that right knee can be as bent as you like. We're just looking for a stretch through the back of the right hamstring in our half Hanuman, our half splits. Good. On an inhale, keep that right hip hugging back. I'm going to tug the heart forwards. And exhale, gently relax the head, the shoulders. And just staying here. So we've been working through these energy lines that run from our feet to the outer hip, through the inner leg, and up through your stomach, the chest, all the way into your head, to release any blockages. As you breathe, just imagine clearing through these parts that you're feeling in your stretch. Good. Let's inhale, rock forwards, rebend that front knee. I'm going to plant our hands on the outer edges of our front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the hips a little so you can just step back to your downward facing dog. Let's inhale, lift the hips, the heels. Exhale, roll the knees forward, look forwards. As many steps as you need just to get to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in knees this time. Right foot steps back. Find your low lunge. Full breath in. Exhale, gently lower back knee. Inhale, arms up. Pause, breathe, find your stretch, so tailbone drops. Maybe press the front heel down. It's okay if your heart's beating a little faster. Let's hook the thumbs the other way this time. Oh, sorry, no hooking of thumbs. We're going to just bend the elbows. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, we'll curl in. Inhale, open out. Don't know if you can hear my tummy going, but it's making little gurgles, like it's waking up. All right, it's time to work. Still breathing, don't let your teacher distract you. Let's take one more round. Inhale. And exhale. Arms up, gaze forwards. Okay, right hand inside of left foot, left arm up. Your choice. You can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee, or you can keep that back knee lowered. Good. Again, we're gripping the grounded fingers. And then just notice that right shoulder. So what you don't want is to be leaning like this, right? You want to suck it back. Give yourself lift. Nice. So strong, so vibrant. All that heat you're cultivating right now, that strength that you feel, the brain can choose to interpret that as fatigue, like you can't do it, or that look how much you're doing. Look how much you can do. Of course, if you do need to rest, definitely do that. Nice, one last breath out. Take another full breath in, lift up. Exhale, gently drop that left hand down outside of your front foot. And drop the back knee. Inhale, send the hips back and open those front toes to your half splits. So you can take a few moments. Find what works for you to hold, to stay here sustainably. Inhale, take the heart forwards. And exhale, bow. Just feeling all that energy flow. It's this humble act of bowing to yourself. And conversely, also acknowledging your own power, your strength. The ability to choose, to be. Exhale all the breath out, just feeling that belly compress, the shoulders relax. I'm going to inhale, rock forwards, bend that front knee. Hands planted, fingers wide. Let's tuck back toes. Lift the hips and gently step back to your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. You can always just take a tabletop, 2 knees on the ground. Take an inhale, hips and heels lift up. Exhale, bend the knees, look forwards. As many steps as you like to reach the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Belly, chest, nice and light, long spine. Exhale, bowing, bend the knees as much as you need. And from here, you're going to heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. I want your toes to be pointing out. Let's take a halfway lift here. And exhale, bend the knees in the directions of your toes and sink the hips. Finding your way into a yogic squat, Mulasana. Elbows inside of your knees, hands at heart center. Let's take a full breath in. Tailbone drops, heart lifts. And exhale, relax the shoulders. And close the eyes down. And gently tilt your gaze towards your fingers. We need to remember that relaxed state of the mouth, the belly, breathing in and breathing out. Mulasana is a pose for elimination. It's the most comfortable pose in the body to allow anything you don't need to pass through physically, mentally, emotionally. Blink the eyes open. And gaze down to the ground, hands on the ground, just to help you lift those hips back up. Big circle. Heel toe the feet back to center. Let's take a halfway lift here. It's gentle with the process. Bowing, exhale of getting up. Bend the knees. And we're going to roll ourselves back up to stand. Take our arms high, inhaling, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart center, Samastiti. Straight away, let's take our weight into our left foot. Plant the left big toe down. And then your right foot can choose 3 options. Either take your foot inside the left ankle, or the left calf, or the left thigh. You can use your hand to support. Good, we're coming into tree pose. So inhale, let's hug that left hip in and press the right foot inside of your left thigh. As you breathe out, just relaxing through shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to take that Charlie's Angels gun shape with our hands. As you breathe in, just pressing our hands up through to the sky. We're breathing here. So as we press our foot on our inner thigh, we're stimulating our spleen meridian, energy line that helps us to release anger, excess heat. And the thumbs and first fingers, I already said thumbs symbolize fire. Your first fingers are for air. So we're giving ourselves a little bit of breathing space in our tree pose. If you fall, just gently start again. And notice in the stillness whether you start to gather tension anywhere, maybe through the shoulders, the hips. Use your breath to soften and stabilize. One more round of breath here. Exhaling, bring the hands back to heart center. Right knee comes forward and step 2 feet beside each other. Shift to the other side. So take your choice, ankle, calf, or thigh. Charlie's Angels. That's not the official term. Inhale, sending your hands up. You don't have to. You could also just keep your arms down. And again, just noticing if your ribs pop out, gently hugging them back in. If you find yourself getting bored, if your attention wanders, maybe send your gaze up. Challenges your balance. Good. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Left knee forwards, carefully 2 feet beside each other. Big circle, arms wide and high. Exhale, arms forwards as a thank you or receiving. Bend the knees. And we're gently taking a seat down to the ground. You can use your hands to support as you lower down. On our bottoms, let's take our feet a little bit further forwards, soles of feet together, and let our knees fall out wide. We're coming into a seated butterfly. So your sit bones are going to be grounding. As you breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, we're going to start to vibrate our butterfly wings, our legs, just to let any stuck energy flow through our hips. Now you can also massage the insides of your feet while you're here, just stimulating little reflexology points. Noticing any particular areas that are tender or perhaps a bit swollen in the feet and giving them some extra care. And slow down your flutterings, let the knees still. I'm going to take the hands to the outer edges of your knees and close the knees together. And take your feet a little wider than hip width. I'm going to let the knees fall over to the right. So your right foot will be on top of your left knee. And then taking a deep breath in, turn to the right. It's okay to lift onto your right hip. As you exhale, I want you to twist from your low ribs to face towards the back. So you might not face completely there. Just take it to where you can. Your hands can come behind you to support. Let's take a full breath in and try to square off the shoulders. You don't have to be square. And exhale, feel that belly compress and the twist perhaps deepen. Ooh. Staying here for a little bit longer than our other poses. If you're fine here, stay here. Or if you want to try, you can maybe lower yourself towards the back of your mat. So if you're straining your eyes to see the camera, make sure that your whole body's safe when you're looking at the screen. Good, full breaths here. It will feel a bit constricted, and that's completely normal. Your breaths will probably be a little shorter. Try your best. So really relax through the jaw. And feel that top hip gently sinking away to lend your top ribs space. Let your brows soften. Just notice anywhere else you might be holding on to unnecessary tension. And taking one more deep belly breath here. And gently press down through your hands. If you're on your hands, a little core engagement to help you walk back up. Really slowly, gently unraveling the spine, come back forwards. Your hips will weigh down naturally and let your knees pick up. Okay, back to center. Let's go straight over to the other side and then we'll take a rebound. So let's take our knees over to the left. Your left knee this time is just on top of your right knee. Take a breath in, just lengthen your spine. So anytime we twist, we want to make sure that our spine is nice and long beforehand. And then exhale, twist from your low ribs, starting to face the back of the mat. Maybe you need an extra breath, just to pause, gain composure before you take another movement. Do what you need. Perhaps you lean in a little deeper, or maybe where you are is fine for you. And take deep breaths here. So when we're dealing with the gut and energy centers, chakras that run throughout the body, the gut relates to Manipura Chakra. That is our solar plexus. And that's connected to our sense of self, our ego. Gives us passion and drive when it is very active. And perhaps when there's more of a blockage, we may feel a little more lethargic, a little less motivated. Some imbalanced indicators are perhaps undue irritation, anger, arrogance, or maybe even low self-esteem. And of course, these emotional stressors can lead to very physical manifestations. Overeating, undereating, gut issues. So it's really important we just take the time to allow ourselves to recalibrate. The energies of the universe are always looking to find balance. We just need to get out of the way. Press into your hands, inhale, and come back up. Very slowly, gently, just feeling your spine rotate back to center. Let the hips settle back to center. Now we're going to take our legs out wide. Make sure that you're sat on the front of your sit bones. If you find that your lower spine is scooping you back, you're just going to bend your knees a lot. So you might look actually maybe a little bit more like this. You might look like this, or like me. And from here, wherever you are, just going to take a deep breath in, lengthen up through the chest. Keep those toes flexed just to protect your knee. As you exhale, we're going to actually clasp our hands in that Charlie's Angels and reach over towards your left toes. You don't need to reach them. You want to keep that right hip grounded. Good. Take another breath in, square off your shoulders. We're going to stir the soup. Exhale. Take a big circle over to the right toes. We're going to bring that gun, our hands back to our heart. And take another big circle. Nice, peaceful stirring. Exhaling. Inhaling. It's okay to smile in yoga. And let's take one more round of breath here. Exhale. And come back to center. Let's take it in the other direction. And have fun with it. It's your body. All you've got is your own experience. Reality is, I'm a face on a screen. A voice in your speakers. So really feel free to just enjoy your movements. Take one more round. If you really enjoyed that, you can pause and keep going. Let's drop our hands outside of our legs, bend the knees, and bring our two legs together. Again, our sit bones are grounded. Let's take our knees and bend them a little, just to give our spine length. Inhale, reach up. We're going to exhale, gently lay our belly across our thighs. You might bend the knees a lot more. And allow your chin to tuck in. Now, with each breath in, we're going to kick the heels a little further away and take our torso a little longer. Every breath out, melting a little more into our seated fold, our Paschimottanasana. Deep breaths here. Don't worry if your hands don't touch your feet or maybe even your ankles. Just let them rest wherever they are. One more deep round of breath. Exhale, folding really deep into yourself. Belly supporting the spine. And then inhaling, gently unrolling back up. Hands can support you on your way back to earth. Let's lay the spine one bone at a time to the ground. Make sure your hips are nice and comfy, shoulders away from ears. As you breathe in, knees to chest, hands on knees. We'll take big circles of our knees together. And just synchronizing your breath with your movements, massaging your lower spine. And any core tension you've been holding, really just allow your belly to balloon up and decompress with each breath. Slowing your movements right down. Let's take it in the other direction. Just really check in with your body. Notice when you feel evened out. It's very easy for your mind to take over, to implement strict rules like, if I go around one way so many times, I must do the same the other. Not necessarily true. So just feel for yourself right now. What do you need to balance out? So I'm going to stop my circles here and hug the knees in. Nose to knees. And give yourself a really tight hug. Deep breath in. Exhale, pressing the belly, pressing the thighs. Just pressing out, squeezing out anything you don't need. Breathing in nourishment. Breathing out toxicity. And then release out to your final resting pose, a long rebound. Shavasana, corpse pose. Let the legs be long, the arms be long beside you. And rock the hips. Shuffle shoulders away from ears. Give your arms, your legs lots of space. One last little exercise just to shake out any excess tension. We're going to rock your toes back and forth and let your whole body rock with it. You allow the hips to move, the shoulders, you can roll the head. Almost like a quiet little tantrum. Good, as much as you need. And when you're ready, you can let your rocking settle. Take a big belly breath in. And sigh it out. Let's take two more. And just rest here, so important. just to rest and allow your body to recalibrate. So let your natural breath come and go. Notice the weight of your skull, your shoulders, the backs of your hips, thighs, calves, heels. The heavy weight of your arms, the backs of your forearms, your knuckles, sinking into the ground. And notice the lightness of your breath as it gently passes through the nostrils. Your tongue relaxing, jaw relaxed. The skin of your throat expanding. Space across your chest expanding. Every breath softening your belly, just under your rib cage, through your belly button, across your hips, your thighs, tops of knees. Skin across your shins, your ankles, the tiny bones of your feet, the space between your toes, relax. Allowing any sounds, vibrations to pass through the edges of your ears. Allowing your senses just to process anything going on around the skin, through the body. Skin across the insides of your arms, your wrists, your thumbs, all the fingers, relax. Just be here for a few minutes. If you'd like to stay longer, definitely stay. Invite a deep breath back into the chest, the belly. And send that breath, your energy, out to fingertips and toes, small movements. And roll the wrists, the ankles. Come lick the lips, take a swallow. And roll the head side to side. Reach the arms around the head, stretch your toes, your legs. Bend the knees and bring them up to your belly. And roll over to your right hand side. You can use your lower arm as a pillow. And just rest a moment here. Feeling the weight of your body and the quality of your breath. And the support of the ground beneath you. Just knowing this feeling is available at any moment. With eyes closed or downcast, just gently lift yourself back up to your comfortable seat. Sit bones grounded, spine tall. And bring those palms and place them back on our belly. Just breathing here and just feeling the new energy in your body, gratitude, thanks for your own practice. I'm going to finish with a mantra. It's the bija, the seed mantra for Manipura Chakra. It helps to recalibrate your energy center for self, for ego. And the mantra is Ram, R-A-M. So clear the breath out. You can do this in your head or with your voice. Take a full breath into Ram. Hands at heart center, kind and loving intentions. Hands to third eye, kind and loving thoughts. Hands to mouth, kind and loving words to ourselves and to others. Together we bow and seal our practice, our energy. Namaste. Thank you for joining this practice for digestion, for core, for ego. I hope you are feeling well and make sure to drink plenty of water. Enjoy the rest of your day.